There's something Steve Green loves about boarding the train in West Haven.
Not have to drive in, especially if it's New York City. I would never drive in that city.
But serious financial trouble could put that experience in jeopardy.
We're all here together today because the urgent financial calamity that's facing Metro-North will impact the economy of the entire state of Connecticut, our heroic employees, and the customers in the state of Connecticut who rely upon Metro-North service.
Monday, the head of Metro-North joined Senator Blumenthal, warning for the potential of service being cut in half without a federal relief package.
My reaction is like, it's horrible, it's whack, because the train only runs around one time per hour, so it's unfortunate.
The pair is calling on Congress to approve $12 billion in funding for the MTA.
The simple fact is that Metro-North faces an existential crisis. It's been building, ridership has been dropping, 80% less than last year at this time, and money has been hemorrhaging.
Without the aid, they say some 9,400 jobs could also be slashed along the busiest commuter line in the nation.
That's not good, especially for this state.
Congress is back in session in Washington as of today, and the senator says a relief package is a priority. Without that money, the president of Metro-North anticipates having to start making some of those cuts in May of 2021. I'm Keith McGilvery, Fox 61 News.